Good afternoon from Smlednik Castle. Now I just wanted to do this quick video to show you this fabulous place. Now I come here often. Now, these are the ruins of an old castle that sits on a hilltop above the village of Smlednik, hence the name. Now the castle itself is really interesting to visit, and it's a nice little hike up here too. But what's really special about this place is the fabulous panoramic views you get of both the Kamnik Alps and the Julian Alps. You can see Mount Triglav, the highest mountain in Slovenia, and you can see some of the wonderful peaks of the Kamnik Alps. You can see Storzic over there, Grintovec, the highest peak in the Kamnik Alps, and a whole bunch of others. It's fantastic. I'll give you a sweep around in a minute, but it's maybe 45 minutes to sunset, so with a bit of luck there's some nice kind of layered light cloud in the sky, so hopefully we'll get some color. And as often happens, when over there you've got Mount Triglav, when the sun goes down over that way, and if there's enough cloud, you get some fantastic color over Triglav. Now I've got some magical shots from this location. If you go to my Facebook portfolio, you might find some of them. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll probably find a few videos on photographing from the castle here, from the top of the castle, because you get a view from the top of the castle. But there's also way over here, see those two hills over there? That is Smlednik Gora. Smlednik Gora, if you go to a location just at the foot of Smlednik Gora, then you can get a view of the whole of the castle in the distance using a telephoto lens, and sitting right behind that castle you get, let me find it for you, that, where are we? Let's get our orientation going. There it is, right there. That conical peak there is Mount Storzic, and from the view over there that I showed you, and again there's a video on my YouTube channel, so go check it out, but from that view over there with the telephoto lens you get the castle on the hilltop with that beautiful peak sitting right behind it. So it's absolutely fantastic. So two locations. Now, I often photograph from over there, but one time I decided to come up here and check out the view from the castle itself, and this is what I found. So let me flip the camera now and I'll show you the panoramic views we get from here. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that magical? Let me try and focus the camera a bit. There we go. Look at that. That is the Kamnik Alps over there. If we can zoom in a bit perhaps, there we go. Now the peak in the middle, the little one, is Grintovec. That's the highest peak of the Kamnik Alps, and then you've got all of these peaks here, which is the main section of the Kamnik Alps. And if we pan over this way, Mount Storzic is part of the Kamnik Alps but sits on its own. I don't know if it had an argument with the rest of them, but it's a beautiful mountain that sits there on its own, isolated from the rest. And then if we pan further around here, also down here is the little village of Hraše, and that lovely little church there, the Church of St. John, or St. Jacob, sorry, Church of St. Jacob. And this presents a lovely view too. From here you can photograph this mountain range with that church in the foreground. You can also go down to the bottom there and photograph it from the field with those mountain peaks behind. Again, I have a video on my YouTube channel where I photographed from down there in the morning the most fabulous sunset. Absolutely fantastic. So one of these days I'm going to come up here for some, sorry, let me switch that. I photographed the most fabulous sunrise from down there one morning, and hopefully I'll come up here one morning and photograph the sunrise from here and all of these views here. So if we come around here now this section here is the Julian Alps, and if we zoom in a bit more, there we go, that is Mount Triglav right there. And there's a lovely composition. I've shot here a few times with some great light, and I've got some magical shots of this composition here. again using a telephoto lens. So let's come in here. Here's my camera set up already. So typically, depending on the conditions, but I typically like to shoot a view with a telephoto lens of this section of the mountains. It's really, really nice. Now when that sun goes down, then hopefully we're going to get some lovely colour fall over Mount Triglav itself and give you some nice layers of light and mist across that scene. If we go over here, more, you can already see that's where the sun is setting. We're already starting to get a bit of colour over there now. Sun's still quite high. I think it's about 45 minutes till sunset itself. So down there again, there's a nice little village. That is the village of Smlednik, I believe, and the church. And you've got a nice little lake and river over there. And if we come around here, over here, now this would be nice in the morning. The sun goes down here now, so it's kind of backlit. But in the morning, the sun would obviously rise over that way and then light all this from the front. And now the colours are changing for autumn. We've got some, I think, really nice composition here of these hills, and way in the distance there, this is Slovenia. Everywhere you look, there's a church somewhere. So there's a nice little church that sits nestled below those trees and those hills here, with the colours of the hills here, which will make a really, really nice shot in the morning, I think. And then same thing over here. Again, hard to see, but there's a church that sits at the foot there, and there's another church somewhere way up in the hills that sits right at the top. Can't see it now because we're against the light, but there's just so many potential photos here. And again, down here, these two hills here, this is Smlednik Gora, and way over there, if I can zoom in, let's find it, hold on, there it is. That's the place where you stand for the shot that I was telling you about. So there you have it. Switch back around now. So there you have it. This Smlednik Castle is well worth a visit. If you're ever in Slovenia, it's only about 15-20 minute drive from Ljubljana to the north, and you'll see it. You basically turn off the motorway, the village of Vodice, and come down towards Medvode, and it's down here. Fabulous place. So hopefully I'm going to get some good shots tonight, and if I do, I'll stick one up